Hey class, my name's Trevor and I am on this video because it's an assignment. And so I am here to talk to you about my genogram. So here it is. So as you look over the genogram, as we look at different trends throughout the family, well, I guess before we start there, let's go down to this key. You can see where we did twins, adopted, divorce, male, female. Kept it real simple. So as we go through here, and by the way, this is a really cool assignment because I got to really dig in deep to family history. I never really knew who this Thomas and Consuela and Edgar and Tallulah and Richard and Alberta and so on and so forth were. But as going through this assignment, actually talking with my parents with help because I had no idea how to find it, and they ended up helping me. But it was really cool to do because I learned more about them and as well learned about family history, etc. But just to give you kind of the shorter version, I'm showing you this. So as we see some common things throughout the genogram, a lot of the families had the same amount of kids typically. So from the Ted's line in Charlotte, you see that they had Sarah had one kid, Paul, and then Joel had twins, which by the way was the anomaly because nobody else in any of the family line had twins. All right, so continue on this. As you go down through this, you start to see that everybody here is having one or two kids. It's not like 1, 5, 7, 6. It's pretty similar all the way down until you get to my parents. Now, I don't know what was wrong with them, but they just had to have 7 of us. I mean, grateful for that because I'm alive. If they had 2, I wouldn't be here. But also interesting thing is they had 7 kids. And as you look at this genogram, my parents are the only ones divorced on both sides of their families. Now, I don't know if that relates to having so much strain from us children or if it's just the anomaly. But as you look over, I guess there's a couple others that were divorced, as I just showed you these. So those are the common things that we see throughout this. Now, as far as behavior goes, as I went in, I really couldn't find or figure out all of the behavior issues that were going on. And from what I've been told is behavior towards each other has all been really well. And so I didn't really have anything to go off of, and I wanted to keep the assignment as honest as I could. And so by doing that, I just felt it would be important just not put anything in there. But one thing that I really thought was really cool about this assignment is when you do these genograms, you really get to dive in and figure out, who all these people are in your family. Now, if you're a member of the church or if you know about it, they obviously have these family search things you can go through, which are very helpful, and you can find out information that way. But you realize that by doing this, the chances of me and my wife having a set of twins is near impossible because as you go up through the line, I mean, how many sets of twins are in this family? Very few. Okay, the opportunity, the chance of divorce is very slim because as you look on, at least from my side of the family, and I haven't done hers yet, but I'm interested to do so just to see. But you see that it's very rare. Only 3 people through 3 generations were ever divorced, and so that was really cool. And then the chance of having a male versus female is very, up in the air, coin toss. It's very, very similar to what you see in this genogram. So I just think the biggest things that surprised me as I did this is that there wasn't more signs of like, why are these people only having this many kids? Why don't they have more? So I guess that's a good question I could ask my aunt and uncle down both sides of the lines. But also there is in here I do have one cousin that is adopted. He's Cole from my Aaron's side, and so that's cool. So of all these people, we've only had done one adoption into the family. So it's a rarity, but for them it was a need. Obviously, you see they only have one. So pretty cool situation. And so that was my genogram in essence. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It may not be as colorful as everybody else's, but I think it's true to what I learned, and I thought it was really interesting. And I hope that all of you don't just do your line. I hope you go through and figure out your spouses or girlfriend, whoever you're dating, because it's really cool to go in and find all this awesome information about our families. So yeah, that's my genogram. Thanks, guys.